Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Sheila. Welcome to a vlog where I'm not really sure what's gonna happen yet, but I do know that we are saying hello to March. We are welcoming in the month of March and trying to get back on track and stuff like that. So definitely talking about goals and what's going on this month. A little chatty catch up since my last video. Oh, my glasses are so smudgy and I didn't clean them. No, I did clean them, but then they got dirty again because I am the worst at having clean glasses. Anywho, hello friends. So today is March 4th. It is Friday and I am feeling a lot better from last week. If you saw my last video, it was like a realistic work week in my life. And started out with strong intentions and everything just kind of blew up in my face. It was a very real, authentic representation of how some weeks go for me. So I was really happy to share that, although in the middle of it all, it was just like chaos. This Monday, so a few days ago, I had the worst like stress and anxiety around my work to-do list at my day job. And I was able to have a therapy call Monday afternoon, which helped me unload, unpack a lot of things in my head. And then after making a brain dump and things, I felt a lot better in terms of like work stress, which again, I talk all about that in my last video. Go check that out to get up to date. But now, after this week, I'm officially out of archives work week for at least that archives job, and I feel a lot better. I was able to get stuff done and not feel overwhelmed, and had to make some priorities and deprioritize things, put an autoresponder up, just a lot of things that I knew were things that I needed to do, but it was just hard to kind of figure out those were things I needed to do. Like I had the tools, but I didn't know how to access them or use them in the moment of all of the chaos swirling around me. I'm very excited that it's Friday, it's the weekend. I have quite a few things going on today. This morning I wanted to just sit at my desk with coffee and just go into my Powersheets, go into my planner, just kind of sit and think on things. That's kind of how I like to do my planning, and I actually did not film a proper March goals video for this month because the way the week fell, the stress, and all of that chaos going on. So I ended up just doing my Powersheets on a weeknight at home, you know, not filming, which actually was really nice. When I do these every month, it can get kind of hard creatively and from a motivation perspective to keep it up and keep it fresh. So I think taking a break from those doing like the videos I do every month definitely helps me, and I'm feeling a lot more refreshed to show up and do things. And I had a very creative morning this morning. That's something I've been working on, that I've been sharing, that I wanted to work on last week, but I couldn't do that. So I've had a little creative morning doing some filming and writing and catching up on my Powersheets. I did a little mind map for March that you've seen. I will go into a little more detail, but I just needed kind of time to kind of sit and get into alignment, which is a phrase I've used a lot in the past, but kind of stopped using it, and it's resonating again. So I want to try and incorporate more alignment time into my life. So with that said, I just want to briefly go over, I guess, share my March goals, share some of my Powersheets, since I didn't actually do a full video, and I know doing my March goals and sharing them helps you guys, and also share my little mind map and just what's going on today. I do actually have a presentation that I need to show up for that's on Zoom at noon, so I have like 30 minutes until I need to kind of go on to that Zoom call, but I probably only have 15 minutes because I need to update my PowerPoint and just go over it and look over my notes. That's happening, but before I do that, let's just look at my Powersheets, let's look at my goals, let's go through the things. All right, so some major things I just want to point out is that my encouraging words is that rest is productive. I keep telling myself that, and that I allow peace into my life. And also just knowing that there's peace and love in the world in the midst of all this chaos is really encouraging for me and helping me, continue on even though there's so much happening in the world right now. And that, again, I'm just trying to stick to my daily and weekly routines, still working on that. I mean, we're only 3 months into the new year, and it's perfectly fine to not have all of our goals accomplished. I don't think that's the goal. The goal is to show up and work on them little by little progress, and trying to redefine what success means with your goals is something I'm working on and trying to share, here. Drawing in my sketchbook every day. I've so far, since I started at the beginning of February, I have not skipped a day. I'm very proud of myself. And the good thing is that I'm excited to show up and do my sketching and drawing, and that it doesn't feel forced. And even if I only do something for like 5 minutes or even a minute, I still want to do that. So that's really exciting and encouraging for me. And again, adulting things, we just need to do our taxes, friends. That needs to happen. And nothing really has changed in terms of, weekly and daily things. Still just working on things. And here's my little mind map. Maybe if I zoom out, you could see it better. Okay, probably not. We'll have to go. I don't know, this just came to me while I was, trying to embody a very creative morning. So I was just like, let me just draw March in the middle and kind of write things that I want to feel, happen, or focus on. And since a lot of my goals are things that I know I'm doing every month, those are kind of like habits and that have stuck over the last year and months. I wanted to put things on here that are like new and fresh that I'm still working on, such as like the Spanish learning, drawing time, doing my taxes, still trying to find a doctor. By the way, I got really nice responses when I posted about, any tips to help me feel motivated to find a doctor. So thank you to everyone that helped out with that. I'm still trying to show up to the plate for that one. But yeah, I think the main thing also is like my creative morning routine that I wanted to define better, to have better like boundaries and parameters so I know, what I'm working towards. So I put 2 to 3 days a week, because doing it every day is not realistic, especially when I have like a full-time job, and I have things going on and I can't just sit and be creative all day or all morning. So I just wrote out days where it's probably a good chance I'll be able to show up and like spend some time in the morning at my desk, which would be a work from home day when I'm working, and then either a Friday or Saturday. So yeah. And then one exciting thing that I want to talk about too later on is that I joined a new Patreon from Mimi Moo Illustration, who I'll share about that more later. But I'm very excited to join her Patreon, and she just launched an illustration club that I wanted to join to help me kind of show up for drawing more and have more structure in a community and actually like learn from somebody who I really admire. I love her art so much, and I'll link her down below. And then just some feelings. We're calling in the peace, the calm, the contentedness. And then over here was some journaling that I did little by little, friends. Okay. Share your goals with me down below if you'd like. I'm gonna go prepare for my presentation and probably touch base later because I do want to do some sketching and reading today and share that with you. I guess this is probably turning into a day in my life because of all the chattiness, but I needed just to have a little casual catch up, planning, creative, productive work, all the things that encompass my life in one day, one video. So I hope you guys enjoy this. So grab cozy beverage, cozy seat, and let's just continue our day. Cheers.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.